Yo, what is up, guys? We are back with more reactions. This is That Time Psychics Read My Future by Jaiden Animations. So let's hop into it. Let's go.
When it comes to the spirit world, supernatural, chakras, I'm indifferent. Normally, I just don't mess with any of it. Whether it's real or not, I'm sure not gonna fool around and find out. I'm here to live as normal a life
I didn't even notice that was a nine-tailed fox.
Of it. Whether it's real or not, I'm sure not gonna fool around and find out. I'm here to live as normal a life I can, die, and then we can go from there. But I got curious. What would happen if I individually booked readings with a bunch of psychics? I mean, I don't even know what they do. I just know something about them being made of crystals and having 3 eyes or something. It's a world I've never explored before. Until today, I didn't even know what to expect. Would they all say the same thing? Different things? Would they say I'm cursed and demand to put a ritual on me? Who knows? I booked a reading with 5 different psychics. Let's see what they all said about me. I wanted to keep as much consistency in all of this as possible. You know, scientific method and all that. So I specifically booked a tarot card reading and palm reading from all 5 of them. That way, they're all reading the same things for me, and we get to be good little scientists in the supernatural community. Anyway, Psychic 1. I walked into the shop and saw a table with a bunch of candles and crystals on it. You know, the typical psychic stuff. Now, I've never gone to a psychic at this
I love what she's doing with the animations and how certain props are popping up. That is funny.
point. I didn't know what they were gonna do to me. Were they gonna say
Hey, it's the spirit from Mob Psycho 100. Okay.
my name and say they've been expecting me? And for all I know, a real-life wizard could walk through the door and speak in riddles to me the whole time. But Psychic 1 was a 5-foot-tall middle-aged white lady in a black spaghetti-strapped tank top and a ponytail. All the psychics had a bit of a different method of doing the tarot card reading, but the overall gist is they had me put my right hand over the stack of cards, say my full name, then I pulled 18 cards that would determine my reading.
Yo, wait, no, hold up, because I got him sitting right here.
In a black spaghetti-strapped tank top and a ponytail. All the psychics had a bit of a different method of doing the tarot card reading, but the overall gist is they had me put my right hand over the stack of cards, say my full name, then I pulled 18 cards that
I love that the Digimon one is right there, because I've got, I mean, these are updated Digimon cards, but I've got Digimon cards sitting right here in front of me. Like, this is my Digimon card collection right here. Yo, that is so funny. And then there was a Pokemon card, then a Yu-Gi-Oh card after the Digimon one.
that would determine
Right there. Oh, I wish I still had my Yu-Gi cards.
my reading. Psychic 1 pulled the cards herself, though.
I saw the Bakugan one at the end, too. What?
I didn't get to pick them, so I don't know if that was a non-regulation move or all the other psychics let me pick my cards. I'm just saying. She started with what she read about me as a person. I'm my own boss and don't like being told what to do, which is like half true. Well, being my own boss is full true. Hi guys. In normal day-to-day life, I love having someone else tell me what to do. It's just nice to turn my brain off and put someone else behind the wheel. But with YouTube, It's true. I don't like being told what to do. With the Pokemon XD video, I was asking Jacob what I should do with the thumbnail, and he said I shouldn't have Shadow Lugia in it because it's not that eye-catching. And I was like, no, I'm putting Shadow Lugia in the thumbnail because I love Shadow Lugia. And then I did. So the psychic's pretty on point so far. She said I don't like asking people for things. Everything I have, I worked to gain with my own 2 hands. I'm gonna live a long and healthy life beyond my 80s, and I'm gonna have 3 kids. All of those things are pretty fair. I do think you could say that to the majority of people though. Even if it's not genuinely true to their personality, I think most people like to believe that's the type of person they are. And if I don't live to be 80, what am I gonna do? Sue her? But that's the very strong skeptic in me talking. She do know me for real, for real. Then she asked if I had any questions for her, and I told
it was that she do know me for real. that cracks me up for a different reason. I was babysitting my nephew one day. Me, him, and my roommate, we were all playing Smash Bros in the living room, and all he kept saying throughout most of it was like, "I'm gonna beat you guys," and that's on God, for real. So just hearing that again. The for real part just flashed me back to that.
told her that I constantly worry that my birds are gonna die in some freak accident or sudden disease, or they get out and fly away never to be seen again. She pulled more cards and said she sees that they're safe, but would recommend placing a spiritual protection over them, which was very interesting to hear. From what she explained, I'd be doing a 3-day, 3-night meditation for them to create a spiritual barrier that can protect them physically, mentally, and medically. Promising medical protection is a big deal. You can't just throw that around lightly, might I just say. And to perform the meditation, I would need to buy the materials from her.
I would like to just be able to meditate for 3 days and 3 nights and then just instantly not have to worry about healthcare. Recommend me that psychic, because I want to go talk to her and see if that can work for me too, you know, because I'll sit there, I'll become angry, damn it. I'll be like Naruto when he's training for Sage Mode. I got it. Like, yo, I don't want to pay healthcare no more. I'm tired of it. I don't even like the hospitals. Just let me meditate and do my own thing like Miles, okay?
To do it. She was very big on making sure I knew I wasn't paying for her time, just the materials. Which, how thoughtful. Until she dropped the materials would cost $427. Let's just do a quick rundown on this whole session so we're all up to speed. During this psychic reading, this lady learned I'm my own boss, am successful enough to run my own animation team, care very deeply about my birds, enough to pay a psychic $90 to ask about their safety, and all I have to do to fully protect them from basically anything and everything in this world is set up this spiritual protection for the low price of $427.
Yeah,
I didn't know you could repel cancer for under $500. Someone distract the government. I think we're onto something here. I just told.
Now look, by no means is cancer anything something to joke about, but but that joke was funny as fuck. I didn't know you could just repel cancer for $500. The dark humor side of me came out, bro. I'm sorry. Not really, but I'm sorry.
Told her I don't have the money for it right now. A lie she most definitely didn't believe at that point, but I had to say something to stop this snowball in its tracks. And immediately she said, "That's fine, but this isn't something you should wait a long time on." Thank you, we'll be in touch. I never looked back. For that being my first psychic reading experience, it spawned so many questions, but it did answer one I had beforehand, which was, how do psychics even stay in business? Because I am now starting to understand the business model going on here. Moving on to Psychic 2, I'll say this right now, this one was my favorite. She was really nice and we had a lot of good small talk. Her psychic reading room was a little closet in her house, and by the end of the session, it was very warm in there. But I had a nice time. Same situation, got a tarot card and palm reading. I think she said she...
Her hand morphed into the giant hand from Jackass and just... she got slapped.
And by the end of the session, it was very warm in there. But I had a nice time. Same situation, got a tarot card and palm reading. I think she said she gave me a general spiritual reading as well. And this all cost $90, just like the last one. What she said was all very positive. She said she sees me making a name for myself in whatever industry I'm in. That was genuinely the first thing she said to me. I didn't tell her about my job or anything. She sees a lot of new and exciting opportunities coming for me in the new year. I got all these readings done late 2022, so by the time this video actually comes out, we get to see if that's true. She also said I'm planned to live a long and healthy life past my 80s, and she foresees me moving to a different location sometime when I'm older, which is most likely true. I don't like LA, it freaks me out. She identified my bad time of the day, which she said is 3 a.m. Again, true. If life gets a bit too hard to handle, I will absolutely have a meltdown in bed at that time. But also, everyone has a meltdown when they're broken and it's late at night. That's a universal bad time. They even wrote a rule in life about it. Nothing good happens after 2 a.m. But it's good to be more aware of because I forget and 3 a.m. hits different some nights. She said I've always been connected to animals. I'm gonna be a mother of 3. Okay, the other psychic did say that, mental note, and for some reason said I should get into hiking, which just sounds like a nice hobby recommendation. I didn't know tarot cards and palms could say that. I asked her about my birds. I didn't get the spiritual protection from the other psychic, so they are still in jeopardy. And she said although she's reading that they should be safe, if I'm worried about any medical issues, I should just go to the vet and get general checkups done. Which, you know,
Okay, so spiritual protection's not recommended then. So, fuck, man. Okay, I guess I'll just keep my healthcare plan. Damn it.
respect a lot. I came in asking about the health and safety of my animals, and she told me what she read, but if I'm actually concerned, to just go to a doctor. And didn't charge me $427 for it. Overall, Psychic 2 was very nice. She gave me a good reading, didn't try to sell me anything, and reminded me that doctors exist. Psychic 3 was kind of back in the same vein as Psychic 1. She almost immediately said I'm gonna live past my 80s and have 3 kids. Alright. She said she sees me having good
Seeing a common theme here with you having 3 kids. Yeah, so look forward to that. Now, I've actually always, like, for the past like 4 or 5 years, I've always been interested in like visiting a psychic just to do something like this as well, because there's one in the town where I work. I just, you know, don't feel like spending the amount of money that this lady is spending to go do that shit, you know?
financial fortune and good opportunities are coming in the new year. But she also said in August, a man with a beard and or mustache is gonna approach me with a business opportunity and to be wary of him. And then, before I could even process that, she said I may be involved in a light car accident in the next few months, possibly a fender bender. This is the first psychic that was this blunt about straight up predicting things, and by the time this video comes out, those months would have passed already, so I'll add right now if I was in a car accident. She also said someone near me is gonna have a baby and that I'm gonna become very attached to it. And that's gotta be the most incorrect sounding prediction of all the psychics so far, because I am not a fan of babies. I don't like them. I think they are weird and unpredictable. I do not care who in my group of family or friends has a baby. I'm staying the hell away from it. She went back to reading me as a person, said I'm very trusting.
The Pokemon in the background is killing me.
And to be aware of jealous people that are around me. In this industry, that's pretty fair. Then she said it seemed like I had a big purchase on my mind, to which I admitted there was something expensive I saw that I've had my mind on for a while. She asked what it was because she foresaw it being good for me. And I told her about the new giant Altaria plush that Pokemon announced. I don't think that's what she expected though, because she seemed to lose a little focus after that one. But I did end up buying it. I asked about my birds, just like I have been for all of them, and she said they seem safe. However, after reading me for so long, she sensed my chakras were imbalanced, which was a shame because I could have sworn they were properly aligned. Anyway, she would like to help with them. I said, sure, and she hit me with the meditation prayer bit and how I'm only paying for the materials and not her time, and they're gonna cost $375. Much cheaper than Psychic 1, but man, that's like the same setup and kicker. And no medical protection to boot. I politely declined and left. I gotta say though, this psychic was the first one to straight up tell me you're gonna be in a car accident. A bearded man is gonna approach you in August. Like just real life things. Whether or not they come true, you gotta respect that gamble. Definitely an all or nothing type of psychic. She was also the most expensive one yet. The other psychics were both $90, but this one charged me $162 for the readings. Now, Psychic 4 was a doozy, might I tell you. I walked up to her shop door, entered the room, and no one was there. I immediately walked back out because it's weird to be just there alone, and texted her I was here, to which she responded, give me 15 minutes. Kinda strange a psychic is running late, but I'm not here to get into that irony, so I just sat on a little chair and waited outside. 15 minutes passed, then 20, 30. This lady was 40 minutes late to a psychic reading. I brushed it aside because whatever, and we started. She let me pick my tarot cards, laid them out in the formation, and told me she's very surprised I picked a lot of queen cards. Apparently, in the standard tarot card deck of 78 cards, there's 4 queens, and I randomly picked 3 of them. She explained that's no accident, so you heard it here first, people. Certified and indisputable queen over here. The stars said so. She led with how she sees I have a good, strong energy. I work for everything I have. I've got good financial stability. I'm gonna run my own company and be a good leader. But she sees a lot of jealous people around me and to be careful about them. I tried to explain YouTube to her because I felt like that would explain all the things she just said, since all things considered, it's pretty accurate. But after like 5 minutes of trying to explain what a YouTube channel is, she just gave up and was like, sorry, I just don't understand technology. Fair enough. Also, sure, all of what she said was surprisingly accurate, but I'm always wary of what can be used as a blanket statement, especially when it comes to the financial stuff, because I don't know, I think going to psychics is a bit of a luxury expense. Not everyone can afford to pay upwards of $100 just to be told they've got positive vibes and are gonna be in a car accident. But then Psychic 4 said, I don't know how you do it, but you're making at least X per month, and gave me a very specific range of what I actually do make per month. That's what definitely perked my ears up. You know, I don't have a normal job, and even after not understanding how I make money, she was able to drop a number that was pretty close, all things considered. Then she said she sees me living a long and healthy life, and that I'm gonna be a mother of 3. I haven't directly talked about it yet, but I would like to say it's hauntingly strange how literally all 4 psychics have told me I'm gonna be a mother of 3. None of them even asked me if I like kids in the first place. They just straight up told me point blank. I don't know what about me is giving off I'm gonna have 3 kids vibes, but it needs to stop. I absolutely do not want 3 kids. It's too many kids for me to handle. I'm gonna have to figure out how to change the fates, like, immediately, because it's all feeling a bit too real at this point. They also all said I was gonna live a healthy life past my 80s. So if I die at 50, I want all of my money back. Anyway, Psychic 4 kept talking, saying it seemed my birds are safe, because I asked, but there seems to be a negative energy trying to attack them, to which she'll start meditating to protect them. Also, my chakras seem unaligned and my third eye isn't very developed despite how old my soul is, which sure is a sentence. So she recommended a chakra meditation thing. She had me lay on her table under a lamp of RGB crystals and turned on relaxing spa music. Then she told me to close my eyes because when your eyes are closed, your third eye opens, and that's why you dream when you sleep. It's your third eye. You learn something new every day. Anyway, I like...
Well, then I guess mine is wide the fuck open, all wide open. Now I really want to actually invest in going to a psychic. Now I'm interested. Now I really want to see what the experience is like and see what the psychic would have to say to me. Yeah. I had second thoughts just then. Yes, I did. But I kind of want to.
There, she gave me some crystals to hold and put more crystals on my chest and stomach and legs and put a bell on my forehead that she would ring every few minutes. After a bit of that, she told me she had to leave the room for 5 minutes so her energy doesn't interfere with mine. But I could swear she left me on that table alone and blindfolded for like 15, maybe more. After she remembered I was still there, she came back, sprayed me with lavender, which was pleasant, did little karate chops on my body, and then had me sit up. I did hit my head on the RGB crystals, so I hope that didn't jostle my chakras. And that was that. She said I had a lot of energy and that I'm an old spirit, but I need to develop my third eye more, and she's gonna send me home with a couple incense to burn, and that I need to come back tomorrow. At this point, I was in too deep. All the other psychics, I was able to squeeze my way out of these situations, but I just ended up doing it this time, mainly because she told me to burn incense, but I didn't have an incense burner, and then she lent me hers, and I didn't want to just take it and dip, so I burnt the incense like she told me to, and went back the next afternoon thinking that was it, and after that I could start not coming back anymore. But then she gave me some crystals, more incense, and bath salts this time, and told me to meditate in the bath while holding the crystals and also burn more incense, which meant I go home with her incense burner again, and that's when my friends told me to stop there and not go back. So I didn't. By the way, she charged me $776. I have no idea how she did that. She said the chakra thing where I lay on the table was like $100 or $200 extra. And then after we were done, she gave me the card reader and it said $650, to which I was just like, sure, whatever. And then my email receipt said $776. Again, I am reminded of how these people actually stay in business. She called me a queen, gave me a crystal nap, and then took $800 from me. And last but not least, Psychic 5. So for her, when I called to book an appointment, she told me,
as soon as I would have seen that upcharge, it'd have been game over. I'm going back. Like, all right, you gonna charge me extra, then give me the rest of the shit to make it this amount. Come on. You charge me $650. I get an invoice for $776. Give me the rest of the shit. Run me my crystals and my incense. Run them. Run it.
she only takes cash and that I have to call 30 minutes before our appointment to confirm. So I did that a few days later when our appointment was scheduled, and she's like, oh, I'll be honest, honey, I completely forgot about you. Can we reschedule to tomorrow? Which is like, first of all, how does a psychic forget? I rescheduled to the next day, but a few hours later, she called me back and was like, actually, I overbooked you on top of a different appointment. Can we reschedule to next week? And at this point, I'm annoyed, but again, I'm like, whatever. So we reschedule again. I called to confirm 30 minutes before, again, and once again, she forgot. So I just gave up. Tell me how many kids I'm gonna have. And that was my psychic experience. I'm still pretty indifferent about all of it, but I can totally see how and why people can get super into it if they surround themselves with the culture. Whether it's real or I believe it or not, it was surprisingly nice to be told things were gonna be okay. I do think some of them can be a bit predatory on people at their low points, but hey, it's great to have my chakras rebalanced.
Cool new guy alert. We made a super cute Ari pillow available now. Look at this big man. He is huge and super soft and awesome. Head over to Jaiden.
Huh. Okay. So, I agree. You can definitely see how they stay in business because they overcharge the shit out of you for stuff. I could just go, like, my girlfriend could go to Earthbound and get incense and crystals for like $30. Like, come on. What the hell? Anyways, yeah, I see why they stay in business. And I can see why people would fork out the money to actually go to a psychic. Because, you know, honestly, people get curious. I mean, come on. Y'all heard me say I want to go to one, and I still kind of do, but shit, they going to pull that telemarketer stuff. I'm like, hey, man, you should take this and this. I'm going to be like, no, thank you. I don't have the money to do that. I barely had the money to come see you today. You read my palm, and I got some tarot cards. This is a Digimon card, but just pretend. Pretend, okay? That's good enough for me. It's good enough for me. I do want to know what they would have to say, though, so I might look into it, to be honest. Anyways, guys, thank y'all for checking out this reaction. Go check out the OG video, man. Jaiden Animations. The animation was dope. I might have to look at more of the channel. But till next time, peace.